Welcome back for a new unboxing video. This time we are checking out the new secret layers that just arrived yesterday. And I managed to get two of the Dungeons and Dragons. We are checking out Death is in the Eyes of the Beholder 1 and 2. So, pause, get these open, and enjoy the music in the background from a mixture of different Silent Hill games. First piece is from Silent Hill 2, as it's one of my favorite game series of all time. And here we go. Preptum Ray, check out the first one first, but also got a nice little note. Thank you for being a part of Secret Lair. Well, gee, thank you, Wizards of the Coast, but it would be nice if you stopped using FedEx for shipping. Now, with that said, I did pick up the non-foil versions this time. I didn't feel like having Pringles cards. But with that said, let's check it out. I do love the artwork. That's why I picked up these two specific secret lairs. I'm surprised both of them were not sold out at the time when I pre-ordered them. First we have, of course, Gil Kingpin, and I absolutely love the colors of this card. It is gorgeous. Of course, it's a white and black, but definitely really cool artwork. I've always been a big fan of single eyeball creatures going all the way back to Marvel vs. Capcom games with, I hate when I forget names. Card 2. Technically, the actual card is Bribery, another all-time classic. Honestly, the artwork in these cards is just gorgeous. I love it. Yes, Strife. It's really cool the fact you actually get 6 cards in each of these secret layers, which is pretty cool. Because it's rare to get that many cards in one. Delay, another classic card. Beholders, yes. Blood Money, another all-time classic. And here's the extra card. Got an extra charge. Innkeeper. And surprisingly, it's not folded like a Pringles chip. That's kind of a neat change for a foil card. That's very much appreciated though. But so that's the extra we got with this one. Still, overall, I think is legit great. All the cards you get in this. Just so you can see it in total before it gets to the next one. And there we go. Gorgeous. Look at that beautiful artwork. The selection of colors also really helps, I think, the cards overall. But seriously, if you ever get a chance to get a secret lair, check it out. But make sure it's something you're really interested in. As me, I will only order a secret lair, if it is one of two things. Either I love the cards themselves, or it's the artwork. But for me, with secret lairs, a lot of times it's more based around the actual artwork. Speaking of artwork, and here's our main antagonist for the second one. Just look at that. Again, the selection of colors and artwork together is just gorgeous looking. Really cool. And this card would not, I would say, honestly, would not be half bad in play if you play Commander. This is probably going to be a decent card. A lot of these cards are more better for Commander, anyways. Beholder's Death Ray. Snuff Out. Another classic. And I love the old school style, like Dungeons and Dragons artwork. It's one thing. Dungeons and Dragons stuff has been easily some of my favorite stuff in more current day MTG. Another really cool one. Just the artwork in the classic Borderless is great. And it's not too bad of an effect also. It's rather basic, but keep in mind it's also only 1 mana to use. So that's pretty good if you ask me. Another all-time classic. Love the way they do like the death ray and everything. It's cool, most of these cards work in like black decks, which is great since that's some of my personal favorites. Between stuff like zombies and vampires. Ah yes, Fling. An all-time classic. And I remember the professor making a joke with this card. But as you see, I mean, it's a decent card itself, and probably best in, obviously, Commander. I mean, as an additional cost, cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Um, Ray deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to any target. It's not a half bad, honestly, for 2 mana. It's not a half bad spell. And the last one. I mean, dang. This artwork is just drop dead gorgeous. I think so far this is probably maybe the best artwork I've seen in Secret Lair. Well, almost the best. There is a specific Secret Lair I absolutely love artwork wise. One thing I do have to say is I'm not the biggest fan of the switch over to these. I get it, environmental stuff, changing the packaging, but you know, you're not really gonna leave stuff in those style boxes and things. I legit miss the old school, like Secret Lair boxes are way cooler, honestly, and you can put on a shelf like this, but you know, you can't really do that with the newer packaging, unfortunately. And let's check out the last additional card added to this. And this is what I got. An elemental, borderless. Okay, costs 3 mana, 3/2. If you would create 1 more treasure token, instead, creature those tokens plus an additional treasure token. Good if you use treasure tokens, but as for me, I've never put a strategy involved in treasure tokens in a deck that I've built. But with that said, in total, this is what you get in these secret layers. This is what you get in Eye of the Beholder 2. The colors, the artwork, everything about these 2 secret layers is just, in my opinion, god tier. This is how you do an amazing crossover secret layer, in my opinion. The artwork is S tier. I can't say anything else more positive. This is so far easily probably about my favorite. I would say definitely from an artwork standpoint, just using the colors with the designs and reviving some classic cards at the same time. I mean, stuff like I mentioned, like Fling and others, are just all time classic staples of the series. With that said, leave a comment below and tell me what your thoughts are on the Secret Lair Dungeons and Dragons drop. I think, honestly, there's some top tier great sets in total for representations of Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm glad I was able to get both of these. Because this was my number one target, most interesting of the Secret Lair drop. With that said, I'll see y'all again soon enough. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel, and hopefully you enjoyed the Silent Hill music in the background. See you again soon enough.